Okay, so this is 310 Ridgemede, Unit 204. So walking in, carpet's definitely just at the end of its life. It had a good run. So main level, or main room, it's actually a great space. We got windows here that are frosted. Now this is usually a sign that the gas has been let out. Some infiltration of contaminants have gotten between the glass panes, so it kind of has a frosted look. So that's definitely a question mark if it's worth kind of having these windows redone or switched out. Now we move into the kitchen, and the rest is just paint. I think ideally it'd be good to kind of put a light in here. That could be a code question, but possibly you could kind of take install a switch here to kind of give some hall light or a light in this main room. So we got this dining room area. It's a great parquet floor. It's got some little battle scars, which I actually think are a positive, and it's what you'd expect in a house this age. But I suggest like a scuff sand and poly. These little grates underneath are kind of broken. This one's missing. I don't think that's much. I think that's a Home Depot $5 thing. Switch plate covers are old. Outlets are older. One thought is you kind of pop out a new bright white outlet, leaving everything but just the outer, plug area. I think I'm leaning towards that. They've been painted several times. So that's something I think is worth a consideration. But definitely new plates. Let's head into the kitchen. This is an old tile, obviously deteriorated. So I think like a new vinyl. Here's the kitchen. Change out is see if we can tie into this fan, but have keeping the same line here. Just a new stove, overhead microwave, tying it into that fan, or having it recirculate. Moving along this line, there's this interesting corner. My thought is do the cabinets to this bulkhead, and then in the corner just have a couple shelves, kind of an open thing for like a little spaces and things like that. Widening the sink a bit and going a little deeper with the sink, but it's going to be in the same place. Keeping the dishwasher. And then on this side, the goal is to just tighten it up a little. Just kind of close this fridge gap a bit, just by like 2 inches. But again, the same kind of cabinets. So it'll be one cabinet though instead of two. Keep the base just again a couple inches wider. Question here would be, do you consider doing granite? I'm going to actually look at what the competition's doing, and we'll see if we're going to do a granite or as a recommendation or like a Formica. But I'm going to put a price for either or both. I think overall the doors are fine. I'm even okay with the door hardware being brass. That looks okay by me. These doors, so I'd have to check, but I think they work just fine. Heading into the bath, we have this really wide vanity. One thought was to do the double sink, but the problem is your plumbing's here. And to tie in a second, it's just a little bit of a chain, and it's, I don't think you're gonna get a return. So the suggestion would be just get a 36-inch vanity, move the light over, get a new light. Lights are a dime a dozen, it's $80. So either move the light over or new light, smaller vanity, mirror, and then a normal size vanity, but still decent, like a 36-inch. This space would be open, and this would be open as well, but it'll give a nice area for a trash can, or if someone had a child and they had a little baby stool thing or whatever, they could go there. So it would be a really nice space. The toilet's fine with me. New toilet seat. I got a little cracking in the tile. I'm still inclined to leave it at this time. I'm gonna look at the comps. There's a lot of it. You see the tile just carries through. This doesn't look great, to be honest. It's kind of like a jaggedy line, but whatever. So we have this tile. I think a little touch up of just the cracks, just a little bit of grout. Give it a good clean, maybe a quick once over with a grout. The caulk's done what we would expect. Mildew, cut that out and re-caulk. I throw up a new shower head for 20 bucks. The diverters, everything else, I don't think it's worth touching it. I'll just clean this, whatever's on there. Let's check the bath closet. It's interesting, we went to chrome now, so we do this brass chrome look. Honestly, I'm a fan of congruence, but I'm just probably inclined to leave it. I think this is a fine shelf system, we'll just paint it. So the bath is not much. It's like vanity mirror, paint, touch-ups. When this goes away, I'm a little worried about what this looks like as far as the tile. So that's the only question here is like, what do we do? So I'm wondering if this tile is just gonna go away just because it's gonna look odd. And this tile may go away. And this is just drywall. It just looks like an open space. The last is a bedroom. So I would suggest a new ceiling fan, paint, keeping the doors. It's really not bad. So this is kind of the virtual tour. I can circle back again. So the different vendors we'd have is I got a guy that can definitely do cabinets, floor, some lights, and that bath reno. I have a really great carpet guy. We won't beat his prices. I've tried. And then paint. So this is the virtual tour of the condo. Last is these windows. Oh, two things. This window actually has a crack. We consider that normal wear and tear. I would not, your tenants were not abusive. And we have a crack here. So these are getting pulled anyway. Let me get a close up. You can see, there it is. You see the crack. This one goes all the way across. So one thought is you kind of pull these windows, take it to the glass shop and have them just redo the glass and put the argon in there and call it a day. It's, you know, I don't know if we have to put wood up temporarily or whatever, but that's a thought. Definitely leaving this. I like this little metal element. I think it's cool. So that is it. We'll talk soon.